Good morning, brave awakened ones. Lady V here, Veronica of Higher Realm Holistics and of higherrealmholistics.com. And I wanted to share this very simple home protection spell, conjuring spell, whatever you want to call it. Okay, with some very simple ingredients. It's not, you don't have to, think of yourself as some high priest or high priestess. You don't have to be 100% into, higher realm magic or consider yourself an alchemist to do something like this. Because there's been a lot of shenanigans going on in people's homes, including my own. It's crazy shenanigans, okay? When it comes to entities running amok, causing your family to run amok, causing the kids to act up, causing you to butt heads, just a lot of really dense energy going on. And that is being done on purpose because we are being targeted, plain and simple. Light workers, light warriors, we're being targeted, okay? And that energy is being brought into our homes to cause discord, to throw us off our game, basically. We're being thrown off our game on purpose, all right? So I hope you have a decent view here. Just some simple ingredients. Again, don't be intimidated by this. This is very easy to do, okay? And for my Patreons, I'm actually going to type it out and I'm going to send it to my Patreons, okay? Everyone else, just follow along here, alrighty? And there's some simple ingredients that you need. Let me grab this and this so you guys could see what I'm using, okay? I want to show you everything that I'm using. First, I have, this is just a little regular spray bottle, spritz bottle, because I don't like, this is some Florida water. For all you who don't have a Caribbean background or, hang around, big or live in a big city, this is called Florida water. It's also called Cologne water. If you have a Caribbean background, this is common. This is in every single house, okay? Has a great smell to it. And it's used to break up energy, to neutralize energy, okay? To set a different vibration, okay? And I put in my little spray bottle because it's easier to just use it that way, okay? You can find it in any bodega. A lot of those little grocery stores have them, pharmacies have them, and I live in Miami, so even Target has it, okay? So you can find it in different stores like that. It's only a couple of bucks. The maximum I've seen is like $3, the max, okay? Or you could, I guess, order it online, okay? Oh, I feel so oily looking. So I use it to do the initial cleansing on everything, okay? So I have that. I have some black Himalayan sea salt, some black salt, okay? Got it at the farmer's market. 1 tea light candle, okay? Some banishing oil. I make my own banishing oil, or you could buy banishing oil. A protection crystal. I used black tourmaline. That's like my favorite. Okay, that doesn't belong there. 3 cloves of fresh garlic. 3 bay leaves. Regular bay leaves. 3 bay leaves. Take that off my altar too. A jar. This was some spaghetti sauce. Some organic spaghetti sauce. So regular jar. Or you could buy a mason jar, whatever. A jar with some cold purified water. I don't like using tap water because there's a lot of energy in the tap water. So I use purified water, okay? So I have that. And I have some sandalwood. It's very important for it to be sandalwood. You cannot substitute the sandalwood. Sandalwood incense. Whatever form of the sandalwood incense you want to use, I don't care. Just as long as it's sandalwood, okay? All right. The only thing you could mess with and substitute with is if you like black obsidian or hematite, whatever protection crystal that resonates with you, you could use, okay? So those are our ingredients, along with a black marker, okay? And I use this is like a barbecue skewer, I suppose, a little, whatever you use, a knife, whatever, to carve with, okay? Blah, blah, blah. Okay, I covered all that. Okay, now the first step to doing this is to cleanse all the items with the Florida water because they're all over the place and they've been handled everywhere by other people. Okay, so I just use a little spritz. Okay, spritz each one. Spritz, 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 clean off, bay leaf. Clean off, spritz, clean off. Let it dry. Okay. It'll dry off, okay? And don't forget to do your own hands too. Okay? So you got your own hands. All right? So next step is that we invoke the Holy Spirit, because the energy that we're going to be banishing from our home and keeping away from our home is, well, now that I've embodied the Holy Spirit, actually, I plan on invoking the Holy Spirit every time I do anything. You invoke the Holy Spirit because the Holy Spirit energy is the opposite energy of the narcissistic energy, spirit, I should say, because the narcissistic spirit contains all these low vibrating, low density energies, such as envy, such as anger, such as rage, such as jealousy, discord. All those energies brings to life. It's like the different parts that form the narcissistic energy, perversion, all of that. With the Holy Spirit is the comforter, as Yeshua refers it, is the spirit of unconditional divine love, brings patience, compassion, empathy, all those things is the Holy Spirit. So that is what overrides, because the lower is overtaken by the higher. Okay, the higher vibration always rules the lower vibration. So the Holy Spirit energy rules that lower narcissistic energy, which is what feeds these demons, these low vibrating that come and attack you, attack your children, have these energies in your home. That's their food source. Okay, so that's what we're using to combat it with. Okay, so on your candle that you just cleansed, right? You just cleansed with that. This is your Holy Spirit candle, okay? And the symbol I was given for the Holy Spirit is a cross with a circle around it, okay? And then you take, and you could use this to do anything else you want to do with. You take your banishing oil, your spell oil, okay? And you put a little in there. Okay, there we go. A couple of drops. And you invoke the Holy Spirit, okay? I always do counterclockwise to invoke. Okay, counterclockwise. Invoke the Holy Spirit. And then you light the candle. And what goes with saying, when you light it, you say, I invoke the Holy Spirit to hear me, to hear my prayers, and make them manifest. I always use my Ankh. So if you have a wand, use your wand. I always use my Ankh. And I have this for my wand. Okay. I invoke the Holy Spirit to hear my prayers and make them manifest. I invoke the Holy Spirit to hear my prayers and make them manifest. I invoke the Holy Spirit to hear my prayers and make them manifest. Thank you. Thank you. You say that 3 times, okay? And then you put that right there in the center. You put your jar right there, okay? Now, next step is to light your incense, okay? You could light it with the light that you just lit your candle with, okay? I invoke thee, I invoke thee, I invoke thee. Now, the sandalwood is very important because originally when I did, I didn't do this yet. I'm doing this for my own home too. I was doing some other wish spells, as I call them, with the bay leaf. I just started doing this. I was guided to just start doing wish spells with the bay leaf. I was walking, I said, just wish for it. And then I've shown the bay leaf. I was like, oh, and then I did it with the bay leaf. The sandalwood raises the vibration and wakes up the bay leaf. It was so fantastic. This just happened to me about an hour ago because I was going to do something, and then I had some sandalwood going from my regular meditation. I was about to put it out because the too much of the incense drives my sinuses nuts. So I put it out. I always air it out, open my fan, open my window right afterwards. So I was about to do that, and then I was guided to take the bay leaf and put it over the incense and then the smoke, and I felt the vibration. Literally, my whole altar started shaking. I was like, what the? And then I heard that I am waking up and charging the energy of the bay leaf, and I feel it right now in my hand vibrating. So you just do that. And remember, always hold intention. So you do that with each thing, right? You do it with your bay leaves. Okay. Each bay leaf. You do it with your cloves. And I feel it with everything. My hand starts to shake and tremor with it. You feel the energy waking up, waking it up. Okay, and you do it with this, your crystal. Okay, you bathe it in that. All right, so you just charged up everything. You just woke up everything's vibration. They're like, ooh, okay, here we go. And you feel it too. It's amazing. Okay, so you do all that. All right. And then you finish all that. And then the first thing you're going to do is you're going to put in 3 good pinches of the black sea salt. So that's 1 pinch, 2 pinch, 3 pinch, 3 pinch. Okay, so that's 3 pinches of the black sea salt. Okay, you're preparing the bath. And then you're going to do a few drops of your banishing oil. Wish my dropper was better. 1, 2, 3. 3 drops of the banishing oil. Okay, and then you're going to put in your crystal. Bing. Okay, and you're going to put in your garlic. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, and then right now you're going to take your bay leaves and you're going to write your intentions on each of the bay leaves. And then while you're writing, you're reciting the intention itself that you're writing on the bay leaf. Okay, so the intention we're writing on the bay leaf is clear out and ward off the narcissistic spirit and its energies from my home. Okay, you can write on both sides. Okay, so to clear out and ward off the narcissistic spirit and its energies from my home. Okay, put that aside. Do it on each one. Clear out and ward off the narcissistic spirit and its energies from my home. Okay, last leaf. Clear out and ward off the narcissistic spirit and its energies from my home. Okay. So you go back to the first leaf because you're letting the ink dry, right? The marker, permanent marker, please. Dry from that, and you're just going to put a drop of the banishing oil on the leaf. Okay? And you're going to say it while you're 3 times clockwise doing it to the leaf. Okay? Because you're charging the leaf. Oops, almost burnt my finger. Clear out and ward off the narcissistic spirit and its negative energies from my home. Flip it to the other side. Clear out and ward off the narcissistic energies from my home and its energies from my home. Bing, goes in there. Next. Put a drop. Go. Clear out and ward off the narcissistic spirit and its energies from my home. Clear out and ward off the narcissistic spirit and its energies from my home. Next, put a drop. Okay. Clear out and ward off the narcissistic spirit and its energies from my home. Clear out and ward off the narcissistic spirit and its energies from my home. Drop. Put it in there. I'm going to fill it up more with water and put it all the way up to the line. Okay, you could do that. I'm going to fill it up a little bit more with water. Okay. So you're done with that. And now you're going to charge and bless the entire jar. Okay? So this is what I do. Again, you do your own thing. Or you don't even need any of this, okay? You just put one hand up, put your hand over the jar. Okay? So you're going to say this 3 times. By the power of the Holy Spirit, I bless and charge you now with the task of clearing out and banishing from my home the narcissistic spirit and all negative energies and entities associated with it. By the power of the Holy Spirit, I bless and charge you now with the task of clearing out and banishing from my home the narcissistic spirit and all negative energies and entities associated with it. By the power of the Holy Spirit, I bless and charge you now with the task of clearing out and banishing from my home the narcissistic spirit and all negative energies and entities associated with it. So mote it be. seal the jar. And you could put the Holy Spirit symbol on top of it, which is a cross with a circle around it. See that? Okay. Blessed be. Okay. Thank you, Holy Spirit. And that's it. Okay. And this goes, I think I'll just leave it just the way it is since I already completed. And this goes in the entryway of your home. Okay. This goes in the entryway of your home. And you just put it there. And if you see it going icky, which it should be good for a while. If you see it going icky, just throw it out, flush it out, clean everything out, and start the process all over again. And, use the same jar, and that's it. And thank you, Holy Spirit, for hearing my prayers and answering my call and the manifestation of my prayers. Blessed be. Okay, and that's it. All right, namaste. And I needed to do this because when my daughter came over to visit, the energy was terrible. And then right after she left, she called me up yesterday saying again, oh, the baby's never gonna come back again, blah, blah, blah. And she says she doesn't like my home. There's, oh, the baby had a nightmare. I'm like, the baby always talks and has nightmares in her sleep. And I told her, I'm like, sage her. I gave you some organite. If you didn't throw it away, put it underneath her bed. You just moved to a brand new apartment. You just put her in her own room for the first time. She's also going to be anxious about being in her own room for the first time. Oh, no, it's you, because as you raise your vibration, all those with the low vibration, they're going to start butting heads with you really hard. Not only that, especially if you're a light worker or light warrior, that narcissistic spirit, which we banished, which is why all these things are breaking open. But the narcissistic spirit is made up of different lower negative energies, such as anger and jealousy and envy and rage and angst and anxiety, all of that. And perversion, sexual perversion, all that makes up that narcissistic spirit. Okay? All that comes together to make that body of the narcissistic spirit. So those energies are still around your house. There are still, low vibrating beings, spirits, or demonic beings, that could be hanging around with those vibrations, with those energies, causing, trying to cause you trouble, to throw you off your game, to throw everybody off the game, to stifle your ascension. Again, they're not just going to be like, oh, they banished us. Oh, that's it. They're going to keep fighting until we totally knock them out. It is what it is. And this will help clear out your home and keep it clear. So if anyone's coming into your home, has that type of energy, it's going to repel them. That energy, it'll help them. It'll help clear that energy off of them too. Okay. I did something this morning where I did a bay leaf with my daughter. And I was guided to do it, and it was so powerful. That's when I first used the sandalwood. So I did it with for my daughter, and I did it for my sister also. It's very potent to do it for your bloodline. Okay, so do it for your bloodline. And I did it for my bloodline, and it helped. My daughter. This is the first time she called me since she came and picked up the baby last week, and it was the baby talking to me, and because she had texted me actually, that I was never going to hear from the baby again. That all this weird stuff that you're into, and they're really going to come up against you because that energy, that narcissistic energy, that demonic energy, Luciferian energy, wants for you to take blame because it doesn't want them to wake up, doesn't want them to ascend. So it's gonna cause people to attack you. You're gonna get blamed for them waking up. You're going to get blamed for them waking up. I don't want any of this. You're going to hear that a lot. My son, I haven't spoken to my son since a few days past graduation. All of a sudden, he just turned on me. Not just on me, but on my sister, who's like in New York, who's like his BFF. She hasn't heard from him either. And like I get, how are you? Fine. I get those type of attacks, and that's it. So it's going to attack your family, especially your children, spouses, whoever it is that you're living with. It's going to disrupt the home. So that's what's going on right now, the disruption of the home. So start with this, okay? And again, to my Patreons, I'll post the instructions. I'll give you the instructions, okay? I'll type it out for you. And something else that I think is like real low vibrating and kind of, not cool to do. If you're going to be a Patreon and support somebody, even if it's $1, okay, fine, you're a Patreon, support somebody. But a lot what I see happening is that whenever I say, okay, I'm going to post something for my Patreons, somebody will come, pledge $1, get all of the information, everything I've posted for my Patreons, and then cancel the transaction. That's on you. If you want to do something like that, that is on you. That is low vibrating, and that is on you. That you're the one building that karma. Okay? Your little dollar doesn't make, whatever. I am so grateful for anyone, that dollar, is multiplied with the intention behind it. So if your intention is, it's all about intention. If your intention is to do something like that, to like be a sneak, that's going to turn around on you. Okay? That's going to turn around and bite you in the ass in the end, plain and simple. So, do it at your own, precautionary. I'm just giving you precautionary tale here, okay? So, do it at your own cost. All right? So, Lady V out. Peace. See you on the July 16th, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, for the embodiment into Gaia and into yourself, that Holy Spirit energy, which encompasses all of the light rays, including the gold and the silver ray, which is what I've been incorporating in myself, all the different light rays, including the violet flame and the Sacred Heart fire and the rose ray, since December 2012. And now, as you know, the white incorporates all, the color white incorporates the entire spectrum of color, which is the Holy Spirit color, which is what we're anchoring down now to have the rapture, to have the great awakening for the collective and everyone else, and to give us that jump up. Okay, so namaste. Okay, Lady V out. Peace. We got the victory.